Here we are, Smith and Wollensky, Miami Beach.
It's pretty cool in this area.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you again for joining us. The Dan LeBatard Show at Smith and Wollensky on South Beach. Everybody excited we're doing an event in Dade County? Knock it off, Dade County. It's a long ride for me back up to Boca. I am Hoch from the Dan LeBatard Show. This guy right here with the camera, that's Mike Ryan from the show. I see Dan's brother Lebo is here. He's over at the bar, never willingly attended a sporting event on his own. Who else is here? Where's Roy Bellamy? Where's Roy? There's Roy in the sport code. Roy! I know Jim Kick is here. Of course, you've met Chris Mortensen. Here's Dan and Stugotz. I will hand the mic over to them. Ladies and gentlemen, big suey welcome for Stugotz and Dan LeBatard.
What a greeting.
People who thought Stugotz was taller, cheer. I think we could all agree that Chris Mortensen in person a lot sexier than you thought. A lot sexier, yes, yes.
Come on.
Me, much thinner and taller than you thought.
Because people ask me this question a lot, so we'll get this one out of the way, which is, I've been at ESPN 18 years. I was actually in the print business before that. I won't go into a whole lot of history other than that, except to tell you that I did not want to be in TV, and I want to tell you a quick little story about my most embarrassing moment on television, which was my first year, because I was so reluctant to do TV. I was with Chris Mortensen, Tom Jackson, Joe Theismann, and myself. In my first 4 weeks, I did not smile once during the show, and I started getting a lot of messages and criticism from my bosses and friends saying, hey, you know, you don't look like you're having any fun, and to be honest with you, I was not having any fun. So finally somebody told me I needed to get a phony smile. So the night before my 5th show, I was in the bathroom at my hotel actually talking and then smiling. So the next day, Sunday, our show, you know, we're about 15 minutes into the show, and Chris Berman, who was then sitting to my left, I was sitting to his right, Chris turned to me and said, hey Mort, so what do you got? So this is my cue to go 2 or 3 minutes around the lake, all the ins and outs. So at the end of that 2 or 3 minutes, I looked into the camera and I smiled. So we go to commercial break, and in my earpiece, our producer says, hey Mort, and I said, I push a button, I said, yeah. He goes, hey, you smiled. I said, yeah, how about that? He goes, yeah, but you just told everybody that Ron Meyer of the Indianapolis Colts was getting fired tomorrow, and you look really happy about it. That's a true story.
Look at this. This is something you rarely see at a Dan LeBatard Show event. A pretty girl. Here's a guy, Mike DeArmas, that comes to all our events. Actually, you have a very pretty wife.
I do.
She's here. But here's something at one of our events you never see. I'm not going to show you her face, but, and not that she's not pretty, but it wouldn't be fair because she doesn't know I'm taping her. But she is hot from the back, man. Woo! And you don't ever see that at our events, except for your wife. Honestly, Mike's wife is the only pretty girl that comes to our events. Yes?
Yeah.
Where's your wife? Let's find your wife. All right, there she is. Diana DeArmas, always the prettiest girl at all of our events. That's Mike DeArmas, his lucky wife, or her lucky husband, whatever I meant. But this was the girl I was talking about earlier in the video. Normally, the only pretty girl that comes to our events. And there's actually women here tonight. Not a lot.
Yes.
You're still the prettiest.
We need to represent.
World famous Smith and Wollensky meat. Filet mignon?
Yeah, a little filet.
Look at that.
Dry aged sirloin.
What else do we have? What's the menu?
We got dry aged sirloin with our fabulous steak sauce.
Look at that. Smith and Wollensky steak sauce.
We got some filet mignon with the béarnaise sauce. And we got the pretzel bread there, our famous pretzel bread.
Ah, the pretzel bread. Yes, yes. There's Roy Bellamy in the carving station line. Roy!
Let me
You having fun?
just want to pick up a plate.
Roy, what are you excited about? The filet?
Yeah.
How many filet? How many pieces of filet are you going to get?
I might get 7.
7 pieces?
Yeah, 7 pieces.
All right, Roy. There he is. He's Chris Mortensen. He's holding court. He's answering NFL questions. We put this on our website, Mort.
All right, ask me an NFL question.
All right, well, everybody knows that I'm a Bears fan, so is Kyle Orton the answer to the Bears?
He might be the answer. He's better than Bears fans have given him credit for. He's big. I think he can do it. I'd like to add one more guy to the mix. And oh, by the way, Matt Forte might be the next Marcus Allen. So that's even better.
We Bears fans are excited about Matt Forte now. Would the Bears be better off with Donovan McNabb or Kyle Orton?
Well, I'd probably lean towards McNabb, but I think that the Bears got to get back to their identity like the Steelers. The Bears' identity is tough defense, smothering defense, dominating defense, run the football, and get a big play downfield. So don't get too excited about McNabb until you get the other things fixed.
How cool is it? Hey, that was the fake smile you were talking about.
Exactly the fake smile I'm talking about.
How cool is it to stand here and ask Chris Mortensen Bears questions? All right, hold on. What are you asking Mort?
I just want to ask Mort if he ever gets tired of talking about football.
I never get tired of talking about football. In fact, they were asking me, do you want to mingle with the crowd? Do you want to be in front? Do you want to protect? I said, look, at the gas pump, at the convenience store, at Walmart, supermarket, I talk football with people, and I love it. So
it's amazing. I don't know how he does it.
So we're at Smith and Wollensky, and Dan LeBatard has a football dessert.
I don't know what this is. I've tasted it, clearly. You can see that I tasted it, and I still don't know what it is.
Is it like a hunk of white chocolate?
Would you taste it for me?
I'd love to.
Other side. Pass it around. Pass it around.
No, thank you.
Have a bite and tell us what it is.
It's very good. It's sweet.
Yeah, but I don't know what it is.
It's sweet.
Can we taste? Like it's your job.
It's a human kidney. It's sweet.
It's a fucking football. It's football.
It's a football. I just stood there and asked Chris Mortensen questions about the Bears. How cool is that?
It's so cool. He actually walks up to you and he's like, "Hey, brownies!" and he just talks to you, shows you his phone. He's so cool.
I just noticed this on the dessert tray. I don't know if you guys noticed this. Did you notice it says 790 a.m. in chocolate? Look at that. 790 in chocolate.
790 in chocolate.
790 in chocolate.
790 in chocolate.
Thanks to everyone here at Smith and Wollensky's. Big thanks to LeBatard, of course, Chris Mortensen right behind me, Mike Ryan, Roy, Gerard, the brains, the humor, everything behind the show. Hoch. He's the best. We got a 3-on-3 hoop tournament that we're going to work out. 3-on-3. I'm just telling you now, I'm going to work all your asses. Every one of you. I'm going to work you all. Honorable All-American, lacrosse. Anyway, thanks again, Smith and Wollensky's, and all you guys, because you guys make the show. You guys